What's going on, everyone? Tylerriley with River Valley Realty here in Russellville, Arkansas. Each week we showcase a different topic here on this channel, so thank y'all for coming back and continuously watching these videos we put out because we want to be the go-to source of all things real estate. This week's video, it's going to be what a realtor is going to do for you through the buying and selling process. We are known to be market experts, honestly knowing what homes are going to sell for, what homes should be priced at, because we're going to get that knowledge from previous sold data, and we run those numbers, and of course we present that for people. But we do so much more to make sure that you're guided through the home buying and the home selling process. One of the things that I am convinced about is buying a home. It's the biggest capital expense that most people will ever go through. It's most families' largest investments, and when they are going through these investments and they're going through 30 years, man, that's a long time, and that's what most mortgages are, 30-year fixed rates in this typical market. When we have these loan programs going out, 30 years is a long time to sign on a dotted line. And so people have tons of questions. And these questions could be everything from, if you're selling your house, who's going to mow your yard when you're gone? How often should you mow it? How clean should the house be? If you move out of the house, how should it be staged? You're going to have questions about different things. Let's say you got to provide a survey. You're going to have questions about what the buyer has to go through, whether they're going to their ARSA inspection, survey, repair addendums, if there's any kind of lead-based paint disclosures. I know that these are a ton of words, and as you go through the buying process or the selling process, these are going to be questions that you're going to have. Having an agent that is responsive to you is something that is so important. You want to feel comfortable with the person that you have an opportunity to talk to, because you are going to be talking to them a lot throughout the whole process. Even if you have questions about, hey, where are we at? You know, a great agent is going to communicate those answers to you before you have to ask them. But in the event that anything comes up and you have a question, then you got to feel comfortable in the person that you've selected to represent you in that transaction, because they are going to help you not only through the sale, but we're going to put you in touch with people that you may need along the home buying and the home selling process. Questions I've been asked just this week. Question number 1. Person has moved from the property. How often should they mow their yard? This is my advice on that. While your property is going through the appraisal, while your property is going through any inspection periods and through the sale of the home, know that the buyer is going to drive by that home often. So keeping the yard manicured is going to show that you're still caring for the home even if you're gone. People appreciate that. I always recommend people that are selling the home to mow the yard before closing date for sure. So that way on the final walkthrough, it's one thing that's going to give that buyer peace of mind how you maintain the home while not living in it. Question number 2 just got asked this week, okay? So through the buying process, should they get a professional inspection or should they get an inspection with themselves? You know, they have the ability and the right to do a self-inspection of the property. My advice on this is to reach out to a professional. Standard inspections are gonna cost around $300, and they are going to uncover things that our minds and eyes won't see, because they go through training to make sure that they have the information where they can see things. The third question that I was asked just this week: should a home be staged for showing? This is my advice on that. Get a storage unit. Get a storage unit in anything that you can put in it. Those closets that you have to like push the door to get that next comforter in. Get some of that stuff out. Make that home as spacious as you can and make it feel like your home has as much space with plenty of storage and those kind of things as possible. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for letting me tell you just this little bit. You know, at the end of the day, agents are going to help put people in touch with people that are going to solve problems. Things will come up throughout the home buying and the home selling process. And our goal is to make sure that we keep facilitating the deal, putting everybody in touch with things that are going to make whatever that situation is better. If you have any specific questions, feel free to email me. You can text, you can call, whatever way works well for you. I promise you it's going to work well for me.